Okay, guys, today's the day. Uh, I am announcing the launch of Project 59. What this is I've really been working on improving myself this year. Earlier this year, as like my family will know, and like my three followers here, by the way, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know of new videos. But yeah, it's been a year of growth. I lost a lot of weight by doing a carnivore challenge, and so that my health is better. And I'm going to be doing, in concurrence with this Project 59, I'm going to be also doing a new kind of health sprint. But that's neither here nor there. This is where how this all started was I've been listening to all sorts of stuff, trying to figure out how can I be better, how can I be improved. And this has always been an interest of mine, but it's never been, I guess my life hasn't been painful enough to really cause me to really push where I needed to into this. And so I was listening to Alex Hormozy, and I'm sure he got this from somewhere else. I don't know, but like he just said, you're working your 9 to 5, but what about your 5 to 9? And that just hit me that, sometimes you just hear these different things and you're like, dang, that's me. Um, so I just, there's this inner feeling that I have of, I don't want to say regret, but I guess it could be regret. It's like this melancholy in my bones of not living up to my potential. And I see it sometimes in the way my loved ones look at me, and this could just be me, obviously, but I just have my experience to go off of. This is the way I'm feeling inside. And um, there was a prophet of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Gordon B. Hinckley. He gave this talk ages ago, but this line comes to my mind all the time, and um, and it's the tragedy of men of high aim and low achievement. And I feel like I've always been this dreamer, and yet my achievement hasn't lived up to that at all. I can't. I'll play that Gordon B. Hinckley clip right now so you can hear it. It's a great talk.
One of the great tragedies we witnessed almost daily is the tragedy of men of high aim and low achievement. Their motives are noble, their proclaimed ambition is praiseworthy, their capacity is great, but their discipline is weak. They succumb to indolence, appetite robs them of will.
Listen, I have a great life, and I have beautiful, beautiful children, beautiful family, and I've always tried to put them first. But at the same time, I also, financially especially, we've always been playing catch up. Right now, we're in debt. I have a good job. Like you would say, oh, you're so lucky. I make 6 figures. But when you have 4 children, and in this day and age, it just, honestly, we just have scraped by. And we also took some amazing opportunities. We went overseas. We lived in China for a year and a half. So I'm not I'm not doing this to say to like knock on my life. Like it's awesome. I'm grateful for where I'm at, but I'm just ready to go to that next level in the financial realm. I found Dr. Benjamin Hardy, and he has a couple of books. His first one was The Science of Scaling, which he put out for free in audiobook format. So thank you, Ben, for that. I saw him on maybe a podcast or something. And then he also released another new book called Time is a Tool. And both those things, like they had these concepts in there that really struck me. And one of them is that you really need to have this impossible goal if you want to kind of break free. Like essentially like once you're reaching for that impossible thing, then you're you, the path to it actually becomes possible, or it becomes illuminated as you start to strive for it. So my project 5-9 goal is it, it's impossible. uh, it is. I have an agency. I started a couple of years ago. This is a web development marketing agency. Cue all the cliches, whatever. But like, so the agency is Stacked Agency, and I won't go into the story right now. But essentially, I moved all of my old agency stuff, most of it, into this new one, and the revenue comes into this new agency. It essentially amounts right now, revenue wise, the agency right now essentially does about between $5,000 and $7,000 in income and per month. That's per month. My impossible goal is $1 million in 90 days in revenue. So profit will be it will be a lot lower than that because there will be expenses in there, ads, all sorts of stuff. I don't with trying to be aggressive in growth. It's likely that there will be pretty high expenses. I just I don't know, but the goal is $1 million in revenue. I should quantify that and say we would want at the very minimum probably like a 40% profit margin. So that would be 400,000 or so. It would be 10 times easily. I can do the math later, but it feels impossible. But that's what I'm setting my goal at. And as I've just been thinking about this, I'm thinking about it. I'm telling my wife like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. And yet here I am. It's been probably a month since there is a fear that once again, I'm not going to measure up. But there have been paths that have been revealed just in my like considering doing this. So I found this guy on YouTube, Spoonfed Study. You can search it up. I'll link it in the description. Through that, I've learned a few concepts that I think are going to be critical. One of the things he said is he has this 1,000-day thing where it's like, if you can just be disciplined for 1,000 days, you essentially beat everyone at that point because no one stays dedicated that long. And he talks about, he just mentioned in one of the videos, it was something like wake up at 5 a.m. So this morning, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I did some push-ups, and then I've been messing with these stupid lights to try to get my glasses not glaring like crazy. But I've got a lot done in these last couple hours, a lot more than I would have if I was laying in bed. So it allows me to launch this project. I would say if I hadn't completed 90 days of carnivore, there's no way in heck that I would consider going even 90 days, waking up at 5 a.m. But I'm going to commit to doing 1,000 days of 5 a.m. It works perfectly with this 5-9 project. It allows me to wake up early, get 2, 3, possibly even 4 hours on some days of focused work. I don't know exactly what this will look like, but I'm just for sure I'm going to put a summary video out on a daily basis. So I'll probably start trickling these videos you'll get one summary of at least of like, hey, this is the progress on the project. And then I plan on just updating you once in a while as there's revenue that starts to come in, what that is looking like. But essentially, I just have to average 11,000 a little over $11,000 every day. That's all. It's totally doable. Like I'm just suspending disbelief, and I'm going for this because I just I know it's possible, and I need status quo, like where I'm at right now financially. It just cannot continue. It just destroys a part of my soul. I feel like there's just this feeling of I don't know how to say it, regret, underachievement, whatever it is. But no longer I am I'm locking in on this. So Project 59 officially launched. Follow and like, and let's get this.